going. All right.
Yes. What? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Chico, Tilly, Chico.
All right. Well, good morning. Any special requests before I mute you all at home? Yes, Lanny.
Neck and shoulders, kind of like, you know,
You feel like a zombie?
that's a good interpretation. Just needs some loosening up and
All right.
flexibility. So that's me.
Okay, neck and shoulders. Sounds great. Peggy's still working on connecting and Darian went away. So that sounds great. I'm going to hit the mute button. So we can hear better. Darian, any special requests before I mute you?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. How about in person here? Is anything special? All right. Get ready for some yoga. Okay, well, let's start in child's pose. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Sorry, it's a little late. In child's pose, you might gently rock your head side to side, your forehead on the mat. Little movement. Finding that center spot, taking a nice deep breath. Then walk your arms out in front of you and take them over to the left. Walk your hands over towards the left. And stretch the right side of the body a little bit more. Go ahead and walk through center and over to the other side. Might even press a little deeper into the left hand or give a little lean. We have some construction outside today. This will be a fun, focused class. Okay, come back to center. And then before we move on, you'll take the right arm under the left for thread the needle. Just in child's pose. The left arm can be wherever you want it to be. It can be extended, it can be flat on the floor by your face. You can even open it to the sky or hold on to the right hand. Lots of possibilities. On back to center, stretch both arms out. And as you're ready, switching to the other side, left arm under, thread the needle, relax to the left side of the neck. Right arm of your choice. Sometimes I like to hold my hands, right hand to the left, and get a little more reach through that left arm. No right or wrong. Extend both arms back out in front. And then gently rise up to tabletop. We'll move through some cow and cat stretches. Drop the belly, lift the chest. Inhale, and exhale, moving in the opposite direction. You can lean front to back as you do this. Finding those little pockets of tight spaces, even pausing there. And neutral, tuck your toes under, walk your hands to your knees, so walk backwards, press up to your feet at the back of your mat. So ragdoll at the back of the mat. Weight in your feet, lift and spread your toes. And then you can interlace your hands behind the neck. So pinky fingers to the base of the skull, and then the elbows can stay wide and you get that little bit of traction, or elbows can wrap either below or above the ears. Below the ears, you're holding the neck in its natural cervical curve. Above the ears, you're getting a stretch into the back of the neck. You choose. Keeping the knees soft, the weight in the feet, nice and evenly distributed. Slow, deep breathing here. Gently release the hands now to the floor if they aren't there already. And just bend the knees one at a time. Just little bending and opening. You can keep the heels down or they can lift, either one. Feeling into the hips and the pelvis, side of the waist. And then bend both knees softly. Bring your hands to your hips and press down, rise up to stand. And take a big breath in, circle the arms overhead. Turn the palms away from you, bring them down and behind your back, interlace the hands. Stretch the knuckles back, open the chest. Maybe take the eyes up slightly. And then you're going to shift your weight into your toes and lift your heels. Lower the heels, stretch the arms back more. We'll do that 3 times. Lift, reach into the toes, lift, heels, and then heels down, and stretch the arms back. One more time, shift the weight into the toes or balls of the feet, lift. And then lower the heels, pull the shoulders back, one more breath. And then release the hands, inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need. And then walk forward into downward facing dog. You can walk the feet back a little bit or pedal the legs out. Your heels roll forward into a high plank position and pause. Soften a little between the shoulder blades and then lift between the shoulder blades. And then soften between the shoulder blades. And then lift between the shoulder blades. A plank plus. One more time. Soften between the shoulders, get a trench. And then lift. Nice, canter. And then press back to downward facing dog. Really stretching the sides of the body. Take a full breath in. Breathe out, look forward, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, tight. Inhale, rise to the top, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. We'll move through a sun C today. Halfway lift, breathe in, step your right foot back, set the right knee down, point the toes, and then reach out. Do you want a pad for your knees? Okay. And then just draw the hips back a little bit, so you're just all in one nice line. Stretch the arms up, fingers towards the sky. Nice soft shoulders. You can tuck the toes if that's more comfortable. Either one's fine. Good, take one more big breath here. And then set your hands down to the mat, tuck the back toes under. So lift to a runner's lunge. So before we switch or go back to plank, you're gonna do 3 little hops. So it goes like this, you switch legs. Right leg comes forward, left leg back. Good, and then again, and hop. One more time, hop. Good job, high plank. And then low plank or to the belly, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Then lift the right leg to the sky. Step it forward, low lunge, set the back knee down. Inhale, arms come up. And you can have a softness to the shoulders like you're holding a big beach ball, or you can cactus the arms. Draw the jawbone back, lift the heart. Just take one more breath. And then set the hands down and you'll step forward. Left foot comes up to meet the right. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the left foot back, left knee down, low lunge. 3 breaths here. Take 1 more breath. It's okay. Then hands down, tuck the back toes under, that lift to the lunge, and then we have those 3 hops again. And if hopping doesn't work, you step forward and back 3 times, okay? So ready, go. Good, and then high plank. When you're done, you can do more, keep hopping. Low plank. Overachiever, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift the left leg to the sky. Step it forward. Low lunge. Step the back knee down. Reach up. 3 breaths. Shoulders, jawbone back. 1 more big inhale. And then hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes under and step forward. Right to left. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain, rise to the top. And then hands to the heart. You'll step your left foot back. Turn the feet to parallel. Good. Interlace your hands at your back. Lift the chest up and fold forward. Wide leg forward. Fold right here. Turn the head gently right to left, or shake it gently, or wrap the shoulders to the back a little more, squeezing between the shoulder blades, squeezing out any tension, any tightness. And release the hands softly to the mat, and you're gonna walk over towards your left leg. So you're gonna walk the chest over to the left, hold on to the left foot with the right hand, left foot or ankle, and you bend the elbow so it comes down, and then lift the left arm to the sky. Little twist. Even make a fist and roll the wrist in circles if that feels good. Good, and then hands down. You're gonna walk all the way around to the right foot for crescent lunge. Turn the right toes forward, left heel lifts. And then reach it up. Hold this one, good. So really find the length through both sides of your waist. Reach through the fingertips. Breathing. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll take a twist to the right. Hook your left elbow to the right leg. And press the palms into one another. If that works, you can also make a fist with the left hand and cover it with the right. Good. Lift through that back quadricep, lift the hamstring towards the ceiling. Good. Warrior 2. You'll just bring it up and around. That. Side angle warrior, tipping to the right. Have your hand towards the floor or forearm on your thigh. And then with the left arm, let's take big circles. You're going to reach it back first and to the back of the room, and then the floor, and then forward and back up to the ceiling. Just big circles. If that feels good. If not, just hold it. You can roll to the floor and then turning open. A couple more. Circling through the shoulder, the ribs, all that connective tissue. Last one. Open it up, pause for a breath. Bring your hands down to the mat, and you'll step back. High plank, low plank, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Stay here, breathe. One more breath. Empty it out. And then step, hop, or tiptoe up to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. And then hands to the heart and step your right foot back. And turn your feet to parallel. Interlace your hands behind your back with the opposite thumb on top. Lift and fold forward. Good. Very. You can move a little bit side to side. Bend the knees from side to side. Shake your head, yes and no. Wrap the shoulders back even more. Good job. Softly release the hand to the mat. And then you'll walk it over to the right foot. You're gonna hold on with the left hand, bend the elbow, and then open to the right. A little twist. I feel this in my left inner thigh. Wherever you feel it's right. You can make a fist and roll the wrist, right wrist out. Maybe bend the left elbow towards the floor, a little bit more chest towards that thigh. And then set the hand down, walk it carefully around to the front, crescent lunge. Turn the left toes forward, lift the right heel, and up you come to balance. Crescent lunge. Good, Darian, nice Peggy. Manny, you can bend that left knee a little deeper maybe, that pelvis a little lower. And then hand will come to the heart, and go ahead and revolve left. To make a fist with the right hand and cover it with the left, that's a possibility. Or you can open the arms. Beautiful. One more big breath here. Save for the exhale. And then unwind to warrior two. Coming up and around. And the left knee sit a little deeper. And then tip to the left. Left forearm to thigh or hand to the floor. And then you'll start those big circles with the right arm. So you can go back first and then to the floor. You can even like drop, square the shoulders to the floor and then circle it back around and open it up. Do a couple more of those, just big circles, feeling into the ribs, shoulders, upper back. Good. One more time, wherever you are. Next time the arm comes to the top, we'll stay there. Hold it open, opening the chest and shoulder, maybe gaze to the ceiling, and then set it down. Hands to the mat, high plank, low plank, upward facing, downward facing dog. Feeling into your body, breathing. More breath here, really strong arms, really strong leg. Empty, and then step, hop, or tiptoe the feet to the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. And as you're ready, you'll twist to the right. Or you can bring the left elbow to the inner left thigh or the outer right thigh. You choose. Sit the hips low. Feel that revolving through the ribs. Open the arms if that feels good. What happened?
I was aligning my knees and I got a weird.
A little bend. Okay. Go back to the floor then. Good. One more breath. And then fold forward, let it go. Bring the feet to hip width, then we'll catch the big toes with peace fingers, halfway lift. And forward bow, bend the elbows, drop the head, letting gravity help open up that neck. The toes, bring the feet back together. If you like, hip width is fine too. Come on up to chair. And then hands to heart center, revolve to the left. Lean the weight into the heels, toes lighter lifted, being loving towards your body. Listening, feeling that revolving through the rib cage, thoracic center, that heart space, the lungs, diaphragm, center of will, your core. Take one more breath. And then fold forward and let it go. Feet to hip width and gorilla if that works for you. Palms under the soles of the feet. If that doesn't work, you can interlace the hands behind the head again, the neck, or ragdoll. The hands, you can bring the feet together or keep them as is. Hands come to the hips, press down, rise all the way up. And extended mountain reach. And bring your hands together at your heart. And then arms by your side, you're going to take the hands up kind of at a V and reach the fingertips towards the floor. And then you're just going to turn the head from side to side. So go slowly, fingers reach down and to center and to the other side. You can move it quickly or slowly, it's up to you. And sometimes I like to make fists as I turn and roll my wrists, feeling all the way down from the neck to the wrists, to the other side. Okay, turn it again, so looking over whichever shoulder, and then the opposite hand, the one that you're looking away from, flex the wrist, pull the fingers back, and then turn the heel of the hand forward. Little nervy sensation maybe. Press it away from you. And then return it back to the original position, and then look back to the other side. And then you'll pull the heel, the fingers back. So press the heel of the hand away from you, and then turn the fingers back. If you want to move the head, if the head just wants to move, you can let it. And bring it back to neutral, original position, and back to center. Good, and then let the arms drop. Take a few little shoulder rolls. Deep breaths. And then we have eagle, little shoulder opener. So take the arms out or up, and right arm will come under, and right leg will go over. So right elbow under, right leg over. Nice, Candace. Mindful of the sensations in the upper back and shoulders and neck, squeezing the leg bones towards each other, feeling into that center line. And I love having my toe on the ground, actually. A nice place to go a little deeper. And then release. An extended mountain. And then left arm under and left leg over. And it's fine. Toe on the ground actually gets you to bend the right knee more. So you're in that single leg squat, and the toe on the floor can be just a kickstand. And then you can really focus on the upper body, elbows up, shoulders back, and squeeze the forearms. And get the biggest opening. Good, Darian, breathing. And then release, mountain pose. Bring your feet hip width, distance apart. And then arms up, we'll do right arm under again, but not the legs, just arms. Right arm under. And then elbows go up. And then you're gonna bend the knees and fold forward, keeping your eagle arms. And the left pinky might touch the floor. Maybe. Good, and drop your head. Squeeze the forearms in together. And then bend the knees, and you're gonna like scoop it up. Come all the way up. Keep the arms as they are, and then step your right foot back for warrior one. Bend the left knee, and then lift the elbows up. And then you're gonna bring the pinky finger back down to the ground, humble warrior. Just rounding that upper back. Hug the left knee into the left shoulder, into the core body, the center of your body. And then scoop, the hands scoop forward to come up. Maybe a baby back bend at the top. And then elbows to neutral, step forward and release the arms. And a few steps are fine. Good, extended mountain. Oh yeah, feet hip width. Take the left arm under. Lift the pinkies or fingers up, bend the knees, and bow forward. Forward fold with eagle arms. You get a little rounding to the upper back. And bend the knees, and it's like you're scooping the arms forward to come all the way up. And then step the left foot back. Warrior one, bend the right knee, find your pose, tailbone down, elbows up. And then humble warrior with eagle arms, fold forward, left elbow or shoulder comes inside the left knee and you squeeze them together. Drop the head if you can. I know it's weird, where do I look, right? You can look back towards the back foot or ankle. And then scoop forward, up, maybe even a baby back bend at the top. And then you'll step it back forward. It can be a few steps if you need, and release the arms. Take a few shoulder shrugs. And then we'll come to dancer. If you need a wall, you can find it. Left arm will reach up, bend the right knee, catch the foot or the ankle from the inside or the outside of the foot, up to you. Darian, you got it. Root down in the standing leg. It's fine to hold the bar. And then kick your foot into your hand. So the opening through the shoulder, right elbow. You're tweaking still, or is it something else? You good?
Yeah. I like to close my eyes and
Yeah.
that's when I can't balance.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Kendra. There it is. All right, let's switch sides. And the right arm comes up and left, catch the foot. Find your center. It's okay to hold something or use a wall. Find that center first, then find the kick and the reach. At again each side. Coming back to the first side. If we can find flow with it. We'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other side. Finding flow, grace, movement, balance, connection. Come on in for 5, 4, 3. Stay with your breath. 2, and 1. Really take some big backstroke, just let it go. Take it off, let it go. And then arms down, take your shoulders to the ears, let them drop. Shoulders to the ears, let them drop. One more up, let them drop. Then tree pose. Root through the left foot and lift the right foot to the left leg. You can help it or just set it wherever it lands, it's fine. Hand to the heart. So the connection of your foot to your leg, it's fine to keep it lower. Totally fine. Or even toe at the floor. I feel so much of the important muscle strength right there. And then you can take the arms up. Good. Good. Apart, draw the jaw back, maybe eyes towards the ceiling. And then return to mountain pose, 2 feet on the floor. Right to the other side, root through the right foot, bring the left leg up, and put a big toe on the floor. Engage your glutes, your core, find that balance, the center. And then arms of your choice, maybe it's cactus arms today. You prefer the arms down. You can try not leaning back so far. Start more forward. And then returning to mountain pose. Just let that go. Standing mountain, spread the fingers, root through both feet. Inhale, extended mountain reach. Exhale, forward fold, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. And step or float back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up and back. Bend the knee, open that hip. Extend the leg up long again, big step forward for warrior 2. Left foot spins flat. And then straighten the right leg and come into triangle. So you'll bend your way in. You can even bring a block under the hand if you'd like. And then in triangle today, turn your left palm away from you and then bring the left hand down and hover above the left hip. So it'll reach towards the back of the room. And you want to really reach through the fingers, kind of like what we did standing. And then drop the right ear to the right shoulder, drop your head. Keep reaching through the fingers. And you might even turn the gaze slightly down to the floor. So it's the same pose we did standing, but now we have gravity. You can even flex the hand, pull the fingers back, heel the hand presses away, and maybe even turn the fingers back. Feeling that line from the wrist, the elbow, to the shoulder, just like that. Feel it? My hands back to neutral if it's flexed. Left hand to the sky, and then let the left arm pull you stand. Good, feet to parallel, hands to hips, up into your chest, and then hinge forward. That side facing wide leg, forward fold again, hands of your choice. You might not want to after all this nice neck opening, but if you'd like to go up to headstand, you can. But sometimes when I'm opening my neck, I don't like to put the compression back. But you can let the head touch, a little stimulus for the crown. Maybe. Good. And then you'll lift to a flat back, bring your hands to your hips and come up to stand. And turn the right toes to the front. Step your left foot in and up for pyramid. We'll bring the arms behind your back, and you can either press your knuckles together behind the back or palms into namaste. Fingers can face up or down. It's really up to you. And then you'll fold forward over the right leg. You can bring your feet a little more narrow, Kendra, just a little bit, and left foot back another foot. Perfect. Good. And just really feeling into that right leg. So wherever the hands are, you want to press them together, whether it's palms or knuckles or interlaced, you press. And the feet, root the feet down. Good. Take one more breath here. And then hands release to the ground. Stepping it back, high plank to low plank, or any variation that feels good in your body. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open that hip briefly. Extend the leg up long and big step forward. Warrior two. And then triangle. So straighten the front leg and hinge your way in. Left hand can be on a block or your shin, foot, or floor. And this is where you get to play. Right arm, palm away from you. Arm comes down to hover above the right hip, but it's active. Pull the fingers back and then drop the head to the best of your ability. You can even turn the nose towards the floor, looking down to the left big toe, and then pull the fingers of the right hand back, heel of the hand away from you, and maybe rotate the hand to the right. Maybe. You decide. You're free to move here and feel into your body, finding what feels good or right for you. The hand back to neutral. Let the arm come to the sky and then pull with the right hand will pull you up to stand. And then feet to parallel, hands to the hips, shoulders back, heart lifts, and bow forward. And you can take any hand position. So your hands can be underneath you, about shoulder distance apart. The crown of the head can make the tip of the triangle between the hands and the head. You can also hold on to the ankles or interlace your hands at your back. I see lots of great options happening. Release the hands, start your back, and lift to a flat back. Bring your hand to your hips, come up to stand. You'll just turn the left toes forward, step the right foot in a little bit, square the hips, arms come behind you. You can make knuckles and press them together, or reverse namaste, palms pressed together, lift up, and then bow forward over the left leg. Remember to firm the back leg. Put a grip muscle to bone, hug in. Notice what's happening in the shoulders, that internal rotation of the shoulders. Press the palms together, good, Mary, press. Pull the shoulders back a little bit more. And then release the hands to the mat and step it back, high plank. That's vinyasa, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands and then sit down on the mat and stretch your legs out in front of you. You're gonna walk your sitting bones back, reach the arms up, and then hinge forward, forward fold here. Catch your feet, or you can hold onto your legs, and then drop your head. I find forward fold is one of the best places for me to open up the back of my neck and shoulders. Slow, deep breathing. Use your hands to walk yourself up. We're going to take a reverse tabletop. So you'll bring your feet flat to the floor, hands behind you, fingers faced forward, and then you just lift the chest, and you might stay here. This is one place to stay. The next level, you lift the hips up, and then if you feel safe, you drop your head back. So it opens the front of the throat, neck, front of the shoulders, lift the hips a little higher. Lower the pelvis, and then the chest and head follow. Bring your feet together, Baddha Konasana, and you'll walk your sitting bones back a little bit instead of forward. So this is another really rounded, gentle position. So you tuck your chin and just round down. And your forehead be like aimed for your feet. You can even make fists or use a block to support your head. Slowly come up. This next one is called tortoise, and it's another back of the shoulder opener. And it can look like this. You can stay here in Baddha Konasana, and you're going to take your arms under your legs. It can go either way. You can go out. This one will be out like that. And then you just bow forward. The other way, the full version, is legs out and the arms go behind you. Bend the knees, reach back, and then slowly drop it down. And you'll see, I tend to get feel stuck here, so I don't straighten my legs all the way because I like to have it out. I get a little claustrophobic. But you can find your way out, or feet, Baddha Konasana, arms go forward like that. Tortoise yourself. Ah, how's that feel? Interesting. Yeah. Back of the shoulders, back of the legs. A little bit of trust. I can see stuck. Yeah. Stuck. We'll just stay for 3 more breaths, nice and slow. Slowly and gently ease your way up out of this. Stuck.
It's slow.
No. Okay, draw the knees together, and you're going to come down on your back. I'm going to go turn the overhead lights off. Lay down on your back, hug your knees into your chest. And then happy baby, you'll catch your feet, outer edges of the feet with your hands. Press your tailbone down towards the earth, backs of the shoulders to the earth, back of the neck nice and long. If it feels good here, you can straighten one leg out to the side. Maybe do one leg at a time, a couple times. And eventually straightening both legs out to the sides. Press the heels away from each other. And then bend the knees and hug them back in towards your chest. And then wrap the right leg on top of the left. So sitting like you're sitting cross-legged, like thighs together. And then you're going to reach for your feet from underneath. So see if you can catch your feet. So their left foot's in the right. Yeah, exactly. So instead of hands on top of the feet, try and go under, palms to the sky, and then catch the pinky toe edges. So feet stay slightly flexed, and then try and lift the feet into one line. So the foot in the right hand will come up a little bit, and then press the tailbone to the ground. You might bend the elbows so the feet come towards the shoulder line just a little, and tail to the ground. So it's a tractioning of the outer hips. And just breathe. And the shoulders pressing towards the ground, broadening the upper back and chest. The reclined cow face pose. Good. And then keep the legs crossed as they are, but release your feet. And you're going to let the knees go to the right. So the left big toe will touch down first. And you open up that left side of the body. And if it's too much, you can uncross your legs. Noticing where you're resisting the opening. Slowly and gently come back up to the top, uncross your legs, hold a knee in each hand and take several frog circles, just circling the legs away from each other. And then bring the knees together, cross the left leg on top of the right, palms to the sky, catch your feet from underneath if you can. Yep, good job. And if it's too much on the knees to torque the legs that way, you just interlace your hands in front of the right shin instead. You get the same stretch. Good. And then if you can, if you're holding the feet, you want the feet in one line. So lift the foot in the left hand a little bit. Press the tailbone down. And holy, I feel a stretch on this one. My left side is always so much tighter than my right. Don't know why. Press the backs of the shoulders down, lengthen the back of the neck, relax your jaw. Nice slow, deep breaths here. Breathing in and out of the nose. Just keep your attention here on each breath as it comes in and out of your body. And then very gently release the feet. Keep the cross of the legs. Take the legs to the left. So the right big toe will touch down first. Try to keep the right shoulder and shoulder blade at the floor. If the twist is too much, if it's like the body cannot relax, uncross your legs. Slowly come back to center, uncross the legs and come into Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. You can Scoot your pelvis back to the midline. If it's moved, you can rock side to side. Maybe place your hands over your abdomen. Let's stay here for your rest today, or stretch your legs out coming into Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your breath. In your body, you can wake it up by slowly moving your fingers and your toes, or turning the head side to side. Bend your knees and carefully roll to a comfortable side. Use your hands to gently press yourself back up to seated and close your eyes. Bring your chin to your chest and roll the left ear over to your left shoulder. Just breathe into the right side of the neck for a moment. And bring your chin back to the chest and to the other side. Chin to your chest, lift the chest up to meet the chin, and then lift the head, stack it right on top of your spine. And bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Thank you. So nice to see you. Have you here. It's wonderful. Good. Thank you. I missed you. I missed you. It's so good to be with all of you. Hi, everyone. Here. Let's see. It's so fun to see everybody that's practiced together. I know they're all silhouettes, but
There we go. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry for that mess at the beginning. My husband went back to the gym for the first time, so that was exciting.
That's really exciting. Good for him. You've inspired him.
Yeah, I'm worried about him because he's
Yeah.
not his self. You know, he's getting old. He just turned 60.
Yeah, we got to keep moving. Just
Yeah.
keep moving. Bye, Darian.